Hello and welcome. My name is Ali Goff. I'm the owner and founder of Goff Legal. We do estate planning for clients throughout California, including some high net worth or high wealth planning. I wanted to spend a little bit of time to share what that means, what high wealth is, high net worth, and what are some of the options available to you. Now, there are so many videos and there's so much information on this, so we're going to keep it high level because it's literally a whole YouTube series of all the different types of high net worth planning. One of the things that I think you should know about our firm is we do have a number of clients with high net worth and high income. Now, we are not tax attorneys. We are not CPAs. We are not financial advisors. We're not wealth managers, but we are a concierge for our clients and we can be the hub, the base of high net worth planning. This means everybody, regardless of your net worth, needs a foundational estate plan: trust, will, power of attorney, healthcare directive, and funding. But high net worth families sometimes need a little more. Now, high net worth, right? Depending on what and this is usually dictated by the federal estate tax exemption amount. That is the amount of money you can leave during your life or after death without paying any federal estate taxes. It is 2025, and the exemption is about $16 million per person. Again, that you can give away during life or after death without paying any federal estate taxes. Once you hit over that, anything above that amount, you'll have to pay federal estate taxes on unless you are creative and employ some strategies, many of which are legal strategies, including charitable planning, irrevocable trusts, gifting, fractional interest, business entities. There's a lot of alphabet soup, CRUTs and NIMCRUTs and ILETs and CRTs. And like I said, I'm not going to dive down into those for this particular video. But you should also know that law is set to sunset at the end of 2025. We won't know until we get to the end of 2025 whether it has sunset. And now that limit is none of 16 plus million is down to 5 million plus inflation. I don't know the exact calculation, but let's just call it 5 million per person. So if you're a married couple and you currently have $12 million between the two of you, we don't need to worry about high net worth planning. We can do a foundational estate plan and probably you're fine. You don't need to worry about that. But if it goes down and now it's 5 million per person and you have 12, you have $2 extra million that we need to address if you don't want to pay federal estate taxes. That's why I say, how do we define high net worth planning? Now, there's like high net worth, there's ultra high net worth, there's the crazy high net worth. You're probably not watching this video if you're way up here or even here. You probably have a wealth manager, a family office, and a whole team to support you. Contact them for more questions. But that sort of range of $20 million, $30 million and below, we can do a lot for you. We can do a lot to support you in the foundational planning, making sure that everything avoids probate, making sure that your family is informed on what happens next. We do a lot of content, and not just content, we do a lot of concierge service providing, making sure that all of your accounts are in the name of their trust so you don't have to wander around contacting banks and institutions filling out forms. We can educate your kids on what it is like to be a beneficiary, because if you have $20 million and 3 children who are, 1, too busy, or 2, not responsible enough to be trustee, you're going to leave their money in trust for their benefit and they're not going to be trustee. Have you told them what it's like to be a beneficiary when they're not a trustee? Do they know what to expect? Do they know their rights? Do they know their things they can do and things they have to do, or what they're entitled to? No, because you're not a lawyer and that's not your job. That is something our office provides. We can help communicate to the trustee what they need to know. We can also communicate to your beneficiaries, to your kids, so they know, 1, how to hold the trustee accountable, and 2, how to not cause a boatload of problems and jack up a bunch of attorney fees, which is honestly how most inheritances are destroyed, because someone got mad or there's lack of information or lack of planning and everybody hired lawyers and the lawyers took all the money. My goal is to avoid that. That's not where your money should go. That's not why you work so hard. Or if you inherited money and you're a steward of that money, those assets, that family legacy, you need to plan for it. Or it's just going to be tossed down the drain to whoever gets it without any really good thought. So, high net worth planning, tax planning, legacy planning, and of course, for our office, we do the concierge and bring in some of these advisors to get you the plan that you need. Now, if you want a referral to someone who will do the whole thing for you in office, I've got some resources for you too. We're happy to provide that. But I hope this has given you some information on high net worth and high wealth family planning for estate planning. If you have questions, you can contact us through our website, gofflegal.com.